Hello, everyone. This is Warren from the Raspberry Piano Studio. I want to welcome you to today's live lesson. We're going to be learning what a wonderful world for easy piano. I'm going to be showing you how to practice this, and it's also the same steps that I show you here. You can pretty much apply to any song at any level that you're learning. So that's what it's all about, just learning how to learn music on piano. Before we start, make sure you pick up a copy of the sheet music in the cards, as well as the description below. And after you're done with this lesson, I'm showing you the step-by-step instructions. You want to, if you're interested in trying to learn everything on your own and not just only depend on these lessons, head on over to the tutorial after this lesson is over, after any lesson, pretty much. And if you're able to understand the concepts that I'm showing you here, then you should be able to use the tutorials by yourself. And if you're not able to use them by yourself, keep watching these lessons because we will get you there one day, okay? All right. Last thing before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. And also, make sure you hit those notification bells reminders so you catch whenever I do go live. Okay. What a Wonderful World, 3-page arrangement. This is also from the Simple Songs piano book, 50 favorites in the easiest arrangement. So 50 songs in this book. If I find a single version of this, of course I'll post this online, but it's a great book to pick up, and I have recorded all of the music in this entire book as well. All right, this is What a Wonderful World. We're gonna be in F major. All right, so I pretty much played first entire page for you guys here. Actually, might not be a terrible idea, but for those of you who are just starting out in piano, like how, or not even starting out in piano, just learning how to practice efficiently, what you want to do is pick smaller sections at a time. Okay, so we're gonna go from the beginning. I'm gonna stop about halfway through the page. Okay. All right, so I pretty much stopped at for me and you. Okay, I have to go by words because there's no measure numbers to this music. So I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. So we stopped at that measure. So this is the first step on how to practice. You want to, we're gonna call it small chunking. You pick the smallest chunk possible. All right, and then you want to connect it to one note, at least one note in the next measure, so you can kind of connect it to the next part. Otherwise, you have to waste some time connecting it and those transitions, all right? So we're gonna go back to the beginning now, and we're just gonna do hands separate. That's the other part of practicing efficiently. Try to make it as simple as possible, okay? So right hand, then we're gonna do left hand, then we're gonna go back to both hands, okay? So from the beginning, watch and listen. And I kind of stopped in the middle of the next measure. There's really no exact science to it or art to it. So yeah, so let's go all the way for me and you from the beginning. Now we're just gonna simply try it together, okay? Here's right hand, ready, go. Okay, and this is a little bit advanced here, but if you're able to kind of identify the patterns, it makes it a whole lot easier and faster to learn. So we kept going. Right, so that's basically what you would call a motif, okay? I don't want to get too nerdy with this music terms, but that's what we call it. Okay, left hand now. All right, same measure that we stopped at. Now, if you notice here, I'm going to point out some patterns. From the beginning, you see that? This basically you hit the bass note, and this voice is going up. Okay? flat, okay? From here, trees of green, from B flat, it's just descending, okay? And then for me and you. All right, so let me try it one more time. All right, now we just try it together. Left hand ready, okay? Ready, go. All right, and we're just gonna go back to both hands. Okay, try it together. Ready, go. Okay, we're just going to move on and finish the rest of this first page now for me and you. Alright, and taking that first repeat, we're going to call that the first ending, okay? Same thing, we're going to repeat this process, right hand, left hand, hands together, and it's pretty much the same thing throughout the entire song. For me and you. Okay, I'll try it together. Ready, set, go. Alright, now onto the left hand. Okay, it's kind of interesting here. Going from a B flat to a C sharp. Okay, interesting interval. Alright, let's try it together now. Ready, go. And back to both hands. Together, ready, go. Let me try it one more time. Ready, go. I'm not counting that. Sorry, I'm just kind of blinking out here. Thinking of something else. All right, stay focused. Ready, go. Sometimes I tend to daydream while I'm practicing, so it's kind of funny. Now we have half a page here. We have another half. Okay, so what we're gonna simply do with this now is just put it together. Okay, so you're basically just building it up from the ground up until you have the whole entire song. Okay, so here's the first page now, all the way from the beginning. Okay, go back to right hand, left hand. Try it together. Ready, go. And on to the left hand. go. Back to both hands. Ready, go. Alright, now we're going to move on to page 2 and page 3. I think it's going to be a bit of a shorter lesson because there's not much more to get through, okay? So we're on the second page here, world, and I'm going to try to do longer sections because this is the goal for you when you're practicing, okay? So you start off with these smaller sections, and then when your focus and your concentration gets better, you should be able to do longer and longer sections, okay? So this is the top of the page on number 2. And then you can hear there, I hear babies cry. You gotta hear we're back to the beginning, okay? So technically we have about, it's more like 2 pages because this last part is pretty much just the first part again, okay? So it's like just different words, right? It's the same, different words, like a different verse, but the same melody. So it's basically 2 pages if you want to think of it that way, okay? All right, so if you feel like you've learned something from this, all right, if you feel this value has been, oh God, this video has been valuable so far, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go all the way to the end of this, and then make sure you stick around for a little recap at the end and some, give you some additional tools and resources that you can access, okay? All right, so this is page 2, right hand, world. Of course, remember this is the goal. If you're not able to do this much, just split it up, okay? All right, here's the right hand, world, ready, go. I think I should actually say something about pretty in the sky. Okay, it could be a little bit awkward because we have pinky on the black key, these fingers just really close together. So just make sure you have nice control here. Your hand is straight and high enough on the black keys, because if you're down here, your hand's gonna be at all types of weird angles. Hey Charles, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining me again. Fast becoming a regular. Glad to see you here today. All right, now we're going back to the top of the page, and we're gonna do left hand now. Listen. Cool. Glad to hear you're doing all good, Charles. All right, here's left hand. We'll try that together now. Ready, go. this page, I think the only difficult part is just the thirds. It's kind of hard to make these legato in the beginning. So it is an easy arrangement, but playing these thirds and making it all legato is not an easy thing to do, okay? So if you need to kind of just do one note, maybe the bottom or just the top, a little bit of practice, that's totally fine, okay? And then if you can't make a legato, then that's okay too. You can just play them a little shorter like so. Because this, not really even bragging, this takes a lot of control. I'm using no pedal right now here. It's a very difficult thing to do. Okay, alright, here we go. Top of page, ready, go. And back to both hands. Try that together. Ready, go. Moving on here, and let me see. I'm gonna play the entire rest of the song. It's only one page left, just to see if there's anything different. Okay, so everything I played up to so far, you don't really need to practice it because it's the same thing as the first page. So we're just gonna take it from yes, I think to myself, that's the end. Just the last 5 measures. You can skip most of this this last page and just practice the last 5 measures, okay? So here's the last 5 measures, both hands. And then there's a little ritardando at the end. If you don't know what a ritardando is, just make sure you slow down gradually. I don't recommend practicing that right from the get-go. You want to get the rhythm correct first, and then practice doing, retardandos and stuff like that, okay? Alright, it's just the right hand. Yes, I think. Alright, let's try it together. Ready, go. Now left hand. Ready, go. Back to both hands. Let's try that together. Ready, go. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of this lesson. A quick recap from the beginning. Okay, first page, right from the get-go, you want to do small parts at a time. We call this process small chunking. So we did about half a page, then we did the next half a page, and then once you have these parts, you want to combine them together, okay? And then you have an entire page. Then you work on the next page, then you have 2 pages together. So you have to build it up like that. Concentration, the focus, you need to work on that, okay? Because most of the students that I have, and it's just like a little rookie mistake, they usually just practice the whole song from the beginning to end. Highly inefficient, do not recommend that, okay? The second thing we did was just split it up. right hand, left hand, just simplifying it, okay? And then coming back to hands together. And the third page, last page, you can skip most of it. This is the reason why you want to do small chunks at a time, because you will have some sections where it's a repetition, and if you don't really catch that the first time, you're just gonna waste your time. If you're already playing on the first page, what's the point of practicing it on the third page? Like, that'll work itself out when you play the whole song from the beginning anyway. Oh, thank you, Charles. Hope to see you next time as well. All right. Yeah, that's about it for today's lesson. And also, after you're done, when you understand these steps, like chunking, simplification, and all that, test yourself out by heading on over to the tutorial. Links included in the description, as well as the video cards, and also make sure you pick up a copy of the sheet music. And a little bonus, if you want to hear a really great rendition, I mean, I think it's a pretty popular one, but you might not have heard of it. You look up Louis Armstrong. To me, that's like the best cover of this song ever. It's an amazing cover. You want to listen to it, bring tears to your eyes, okay? All right, and then also, make sure you check out my website as well, because I have tons more free resources and tutorials and lessons on there, an entire library for you guys' benefit. So make sure you check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and happy practicing.